back. Dr. B here. Welcome to Dr. B Uncensored, where we interview candid thought leaders, entrepreneurs, and founders to tell their story to inspire others to do the same. Hopefully, you enjoyed this episode. Hi, everybody. Welcome to another edition of my show. I am your host, Dr. B. I'm here with the great Phil Garcia. Phil, how are you, man?
Good. How about you?
Doing fantastic. Being recorded on a summer day here in 2025. I'm gonna start with a question. The first question could be easy, could be challenging, right? So,
Yeah,
tell everyone about yourself.
sure. Yeah. So my name, yes, Phil Garcia, and outside of owning the insurance agency, just a little bit about me. Enjoy spending time with my family, really, and playing some mini golf and basketball in the driveway. And then on the weekends for family time, we try to get together and go on the boat, spend some quality family time. And also, I enjoy golf. I'm in a couple golf leagues and enjoy working out. That helps me de-stress from the every the, the whole day. So I do that every morning to get me prepared for the challenge of the day.
I love
So.
it. Now, are you a big bench guy or do you just work out just like cardio? Tell me a little bit about your workout.
Oh yeah, yeah. So yeah, definitely. I work out or I do weights like 3 days a week for about 40 minutes, and then on the other 3 days I try to run on 3 days a week, 3 to 4 miles a day on those days. So
That's good.
yeah, a little bit of both,
Good,
mixing
good,
it
good,
up.
good, good. Yeah, growing up in my growing up. Like, I'm still growing up. But in my heyday, yeah, I would do heavy weights. I would bench hard, but not anymore. Now I do weights, but I do it very lightly. I have, have injuries. So I have to be very careful, but I love it. I love everything about it. If I could do it 5, 6 days a week, I would. But I'm in the gym at least 3 days. So that's good. And then
Yeah,
same like you,
notice that.
it helps me de-stress and as well. So good.
Yeah,
Good stuff, man.
helps you focus on the day, right?
Yeah, right.
So.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, man. All right, so let's continue. So tell me about like what experiences led to what you're doing now in the industry from an education standpoint. So, you had to, take the exam and all that, but tell us about like your schooling, your academic background.
Sure. So, yeah, no, I went to school at West Ottawa here in West Michigan, in the Holland area, um, and then after that, I attended Grand Rapids Community College, and then Davenport College. So after that, yeah, I didn't get into insurance right away. I worked in the mall, sold jewelry, and then yeah, one of my friends at the gym, we used to play basketball together. He brought up the idea about insurance. I never thought I would get into insurance, or that was such a thing. Going to school, you never are thinking, hey, I'm going to do insurance right when I grow up. But yeah, we talked, and that's kind of how I got started from my friend saying, "Hey, give it a shot." And yeah, that was over 20 years ago already. So worked there, got some knowledge, worked at a couple other insurance agencies, gaining knowledge more on like the commercial side. And yeah, so then did that for a while, and then took the leap and started the agency in 2016.
Got it. We'll get into that in a minute. Any community involvement or volunteering at all throughout that time, or if
Yeah, so there's not like any specific organizations, but yeah, we've helped done a couple like good causes, Wings of Mercy. They get the fuel for folks and flying for free for their loved ones that are ill, and so yeah, we've done that, supported that, done some golf outings and have some fun at the same time for the past 10 years. That's been great. Also, we've done some other golf outings for some nonprofits in Holland, and we did a Santa Claus uh, one while back, and we're looking at doing that again, where you donate a toy and then all the young children in the grade school show up, and yeah, they're able to pick out a toy, and that's great because you just see the huge smile on their face and happy. So yeah, that just brings a lot of joy to be a part of that one as well.
Yeah, I done that through my volunteer days at Prosponica. We used to have an end of the year like holiday celebration, and then we wouldn't charge for like food or whatever, just bring a toy, like a new toy. And those
Yeah,
toys we donated to a charity, and they would ship them to Dominican Republic. And then yeah, you would see like the pictures and videos. They would go crazy,
yeah,
so in a good way. They were like real happy. So it's very great to see. So I look forward
definitely.
to although I'm not involved with the organization, but I would love to do something similar. Uh, at the end of the year. So cool, good stuff, man. Look like we're very aligned when it comes to that, right? So let's
Yeah,
dive into the business, though, right? So,
sure.
like you said, you've been in the business 20 years plus, right? So, what has been the biggest change since you started in the insurance business?
Biggest change, technology has been one of the biggest changes back when I started, back in the early 2000s to now is the technology. Back then, you met with people more face to face. It was more local, and people would come to the office to come see you. But now with the technology, people can go online and purchase their own insurance. But the thing is that what we do is we help provide guidance because there's so many different options, trying to understand it, um, and we try to uh, with our technology, but with a personal touch as well. And now we're licensed in about 6 different states, so we're helping folks out not just in Michigan but other states as well. So it's been, yeah, you just have to embrace it. It's definitely been a big change from back then, but yeah, you have to move with
Go
the
with the
flow, or
times.
it's,
Go with the
yeah,
flow.
times, right? So yeah, yeah. So that's been the biggest challenge,
Got it.
or
Got it.
good and bad.
Good and bad, right? Gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha. Tell us, I think you alluded to it a little bit, like, so you started in a business and worked for a few agencies, and tell me what sparked the idea to say, you know what, I'm gonna own my own agency. Or can you tell us, the genesis behind that?
Sure. Yeah. Yep. Yep. No. Yeah. It's like throughout the years, I was happy I learned the business, but I've had the ambition to really wanting to own my own company, really from the beginning. I kind of went under my friend's wing. He was vice president of one of the agency that I worked at first, and yeah, just really just and then to hire other agents, and yeah, just try to really make a fair structure on pay as well. Sometimes when you're at a big organization, you're just a number. And when I opened up the agency, we have 3 agents now that work for us and a front office person. And yeah, just try to, the compensation and just really have a, tight knit group is really what I was looking for, when I opened up the business. So yeah, I enjoy that part. Not just a number, we all work together. So
Got it.
that's the
What are
biggest
what are
thing.
the, what are some of the benefits of having your own agency versus working with, I don't know, all these, I don't want to say, I don't want to shout people out, but all these larger organizations.
Yeah, so some of the advantages I do like, we get phone calls from other businesses, or folks that have like their home and auto, and one of the biggest things or challenges that they have to say is, well, I've left a message, and no one gets back with me. So sometimes being so large, the communication definitely suffers a little bit, and also because it's large, they never know who to call or who to deal with. One time it's this person, another time it's that person. So yeah, so just a lot of the I would say lack of service is another huge thing. So we try to yeah provide all that here at the agency.
Got it. So definitely the customer service, that
Service,
one-on-one.
yeah,
Understood. No, I got it. No, no doubt. And of course, I assume the splits and all that, right? As
yeah.
well, commission. And all that. Good, good stuff, man. All right, man. So another question that I was thinking about was, okay, so tell us, or tell the audience, right? Your specialty, is it in like contractors or business owners or just entrepreneurs? Tell us a little bit about your niche.
So yeah, the biggest I would say niche that we have definitely working with contractors. That probably makes up about 80% of our business on the commercial side. And what we also have here at the agency is that we're bilingual, so we do speak Spanish. So that's also been a huge niche for us as well. And so those are that's probably our biggest niche. But we also work with folks that own like restaurants and small businesses. I would say like probably 20 employees and under. Really are what we focus on, and we do provide home and auto insurance, and we really do that with our commercial clients. 'Cause, that they have their personal lines, and a lot of times they're like, well, I just want to go to one place and not a couple different agencies. So we just try to make that convenient for them. So
Got it. Understood. And then do you help with like limited liability as well and all that stuff, or more home auto or
general liability,
general liability?
workers'
That's what I meant to say.
comp,
Sorry,
yeah,
general limited
commercial,
LLC is limited liability.
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. No. So yeah, yep. So we help contractors from one person to um 30, 40 employees. And yeah, so just all different sizes. So I would say on the contractor side, we our main focus is probably on anywhere from 1 to 49 um, in the business.
Got it. How do you decide like which carriers to work with to align with? Is it based off like whatever questionnaire they provide, or based off that information, or based off? Well, I guess if it's personal, if it's life, then obviously they'll off the exam. But how do you make that determination? You just shop it around, or tell us, give us
Yeah,
the fourth wall, give us the honesty.
sure. So yeah, when we're talking personal lines like home and auto, renters and all that good stuff, we have a rater in our agency. So we put the client's information, and then in the rater we you know get the best rate possible, and then we or the top two really are companies that we look at, and put their information in or finish it up, and yeah, provide the quote. So that helps. We do shop that as well. As far as like businesses, yeah, so we'll take the questionnaire depending on the type of risk. We know which 2 to 3 companies that may be the best fit, and we go into the system and yeah, usually provide a couple different options, but yeah, it all depends on what type of business, and if it's a contractor, what are they doing? Like roofing compared to drywall, totally different companies that we would
Yeah.
use.
Yep.
So
Got it. Understood. Understood. I like that. I like the behind the scenes. Got it. What's a success story where you help? Give us an example of success story. It doesn't matter what it is. Tell us.
yeah, no, we helped one construction company. They would talk to us and say, "Hey, I want to take on bigger projects," and talk to the bigger construction companies and things like that. But we're timid or we're afraid because we don't know what they're going to require. So yeah, we took a look at their policy. We helped fill in the gaps and up the limits because we work with we see that all the time, so we kind of know what a lot of these contractors are looking for. So when they went to go on a bid, they were prepared because the contractor was like, well, I want to see what kind of insurance you have, and he was like, wow, that you came prepared because that is, those are all the coverages, and those are all the liability limits, and for the general liability and the work comp that we require. And yeah, so now the company, they're doing close to $2 million in revenue now, close to it. So, and they started out at under 1 million. So yeah, they've really increased their revenue. So it's good to it's nice to see, that because we deal a lot with startup companies as well, and to watch them grow. So it's pretty cool to watch that.
I love that. That reminded me when I applied for an RFP, yeah, a lot of the requirements was like the insurance stuff, but yeah, I had to go back and make sure that I had like the cyber or the general
Yeah.
liability, so that's great that you was able to help that individual get ahead of the RFP so that when they were considered, they were picked and obviously you've seen their growth. So kudos to you, my friend. Awesome. That is awesome. So looking ahead, right? We're winding down, right? So
Yeah.
tell us what trends or risks should contractors or small business owners be should pay attention to in 2025.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I have yeah, some that came to mind. One of the biggest ones right now that facing contractors, but some of the restaurants, retail, cybersecurity threats, and that's one of the big things now is cyber insurance. We were just looking statistically; it's like companies that are under 1,000, for example, 42%. That's where those claims come from, are from the companies that are under 1,000. So that's a big thing going on right now, especially with the retail and with restaurants. Anyone that's kind of taking private data and credit cards and all that good stuff. Yeah, so that's one of the trends that we definitely see in 2025 and beyond. Some of the other trends that unfortunately we're seeing as well are property rates due to all the hurricanes, all the storms that have been going on. So, yeah, that's going to be a challenge. If you look at Florida and California, there's not many options out there for folks. So, yeah, so hopefully it does change, but that is definitely a concern. Um, and that leads into the cost and inflation. We may see insurance prices still continuing to rise just due to yeah, all the claims and the cost of the materials, um, yeah, and things like that. But definitely, that's why it's always good to have your policy looked at every uh, every so often, just to make sure you have the right coverages, and see if maybe you can possibly save some money as well. So that's my advice.
Got it. No, I love that. You reminded me of something from my insurance days. We were always like, like a way to kind of get folks to kind of like do stuff with us, or at least review it, is to kind of do like a audit, like an insurance audit once a year.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. We would just
Yep.
make sure that whatever coverage you have, that it's in place. Any riders, and make sure you have the proper riders, or make sure that you have the proper coverage. Because the rule of thumb is what, like 10 times the your salary, in case something were to happen to your family. So I assume that some of that stuff applies in what you're doing as well, right?
Yep. Yep. No, exactly. So yeah, I really encourage, especially if it's a newer business, that we take a look at, the policy annually, because what they did when they first started, and now as they continue to grow, we just want to make sure they have the proper coverages in place, and we want to make sure that they have the proper revenue and payroll, because last thing we want is for them to get that yearly audit, and to get a huge bill because they underestimated. And yeah, I did see it with the lady that had a roofing company before she came to us, and she ended up having a audit done and owed $50,000. So yeah, we don't want that to happen.
We don't
So,
want that to happen. Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. Hey, man, where can people find more information about you or Avalon Insurance, or work with you directly? How can they find you?
Sure. Yeah. Definitely, probably our website. You can then has our information, our office number, and also you can message us through the website. So The website is www.avalonins.net. And Avalon is Avalon.
I
And
love it. I love it. Phil, I enjoyed our conversation. I got to know you a little bit about you, your background, and a little bit about the fourth wall, as they say, or pulling back the curtain, as they say in insurance. So I appreciate our time today, brother.
all right, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, man. Thank you, Phil Garcia. Everybody, take care.
Thank you. Bye.
Hi, everybody. Dr. B here, Dr. B Uncensored. Hopefully, you enjoyed that episode. Remember, you are one big deal away. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel now. Take care.